Hello, my spooky friends.
My name is Cassie.
And I'm Caitlin.
And welcome into I'd Survive.
We're never going to be normal about that.
No, I looked at you and I looked at the camera and I got a little like, because it's awkward. But at least, I'm like, I'm taking steps. Like I'm able to move my eyes these days during that intro.
So well.
Thanks.
Before we get into the episode today, we just wanted to remind you guys that we have a Discord, of course, where you can fill out your own interactable worksheet to get your scores with us every week. And we now have a Patreon. So if you're interested in watching the video version of this episode or any of the episodes since Salem's Lot, you can check that out on our Patreon, which you can find in the description of the episode. All right, Cassie, what's up?
Okay, so I did just look back. I had to remind myself, like, what have I watched this week? I did watch Rocky Horror again. Yes. I won't talk about it.
Okay.
And then I also, actually, this is very dark.
Oh.
So I finished season 2 of Twin Peaks. And then after you finish season 2, you watch like the movie, which is a prequel.
Sure.
And then there's also like another, it's like an hour and a half long extended scenes and like missing, it's called The Missing Pieces. And it's just all the scenes that didn't get put into the movie.
Sure.
So
okay. Gotcha.
I've been watching those. Very, very, very dark. And I just started reading Laura Palmer's Secret Diary, or The Secret Diary of Laura Palmer. And it's like just a tragic story of this character from Twin Peaks and her life. And the diary starts like when she was just 12 years old. And it is heavy what she was going through when she was 12. Mm-hmm. And so again, it's like not technically horror, but horrific. So I do like to bring those up as well when I talk about horror on this podcast, because I think it counts.
Yeah, I would say it does. I would say it does. Jeez. Well, that sounds disturbing.
Yes, very.
Actually, I did watch something that we're going to talk about. But like also side note to anybody who can see, I did get a Tiffany doll to go with my Chucky doll. So she's just going to be chilling in the background. And I hope she doesn't make anyone uncomfortable.
It's kind of cute because the mic is like lined up perfectly with her. It's like this is her show. She's ready to talk.
Everything is her show. We love her. What a queen.
Yeah.
But I did watch a movie that Cassie has been asking me to watch for like a hot minute. Guys, I finally watched Scary Movie 3.
It's a fun one. It's the best one, in my opinion. I wanted to ask, I tried to hunt down your reviews of the first 2.
Yeah, I noticed I never posted them.
Oh my God. Okay, because if you had to like star rate, has too much time passed? Can you rate like the first 2?
I've been thinking about it because I usually look at my past ratings to rate current stuff. And I was looking for them too. And I was like, what did I rate the first 2? And I was like, oh, I never posted.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. No, and I think I gave 2.5 to Scary Movie 3. And I think I would have given 3 to 1 and 2 to 2. So
you're a Scary Movie 1 girl, you think?
I think just because like it's easier for me to relate to like Scream than other stuff, just because I obviously. And I think like that theme worked out the best for me. I don't know that the jokes worked out as good in 1 as they did in 3.
Yeah.
But I think the overall theming and characters also, because the cast changes quite a bit from 1 to 3. So I think it's also just a matter of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I feel like Scary Movie 3, I watched Scary Movie 3 for the first time when I was probably like 10.
Well, of course.
Yeah. And it's actually not too bad. There's a couple moments where it's like, oh, a 10-year-old shouldn't be seeing that. But actually, like overall, the humor is kind of made for 10-year-olds.
There is a lot of it. Like it's a lot cleaner in that regard.
Yeah. So I think I loved the scene when I was a kid of like Brenda pranking Cindy.
Like,
Cindy, the TV's leaking is so iconic.
Yes.
And then also I love to quote, everyone you love around you is dying. Like there's just
yeah.
there's just so many. It's just so quotable to me. But I think it's just I have such a nostalgia factor with it. I think if I gave it an objective rating, I'd give it a 3.
Mm-hmm.
And if I gave it like my personal with nostalgia, I'd give it a 4.
Right. Yeah, no, I definitely think with nostalgia, these movies would have a different effect.
Yeah. Also, the stupid joke, like her hat just getting bigger and bigger, like that's my shit. I don't know what you categorize that humor as, but I love it.
Yeah. I didn't even pick up on, like, at first I was like, wait, is her hat? Oh, and then she goes to get in the car, and you're like, oh yeah. Okay.
So funny. But I grew up on Eminem. Like that was my mom's first concert.
Oh,
so
okay.
That also probably helped me enjoy it as a kid.
So you were prepared.
Yeah.
Prepared for that. Yeah, I had to watch 8 Mile the night before because I was like, I need to be, in the loop here. So, yeah, no, I thought it was really fun. Especially like I was telling Cassie, like when I edited the video, it was like for my reaction. Like, and I basically made like a highlight reel of all my favorite moments of the movie. I was like, wait, this shit's good. Like, this is fun. This is really fun. And then I have 4 and 5 to watch before 6 comes out. And I've heard some things about those, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Caitlin was going to be like, 5 is the best one, you guys. What are you talking about?
Dude,
like, I really hope that's how it goes.
Tails in it.
I know.
Like, I want it to be so good.
I know, yeah.
And I think,
but I will say I'm happy that Anna Faris is returning for the new one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like, I love her.
It feels like
she is the franchise.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it feels like it can't be a scary movie without her.
Yeah,
she was in 5, but not 4. Is that what it is, or is she in all of them?
I think it's the other way around.
Oh,
I could be wrong though, because 4 and 5 are so
know.
hazy to me. Like, I don't know.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't really know either. But yeah, that's what I watched this past week. And then I watched a few weeks ago another movie called Bone Lake.
Another one I've not heard of. This is a Netflix one?
I watched it on Netflix. Do I remember?
It's hard. Yeah.
It's been a minute since I wrote the intro to this episode. I gotta go back and look. But it definitely had a resurgence because of Netflix.
Sure.
Because this is a 2024 film, but it recently was getting talked about a lot because I think it hit Netflix for the first time. So everyone was kind of talking about it, and people were bringing up in like comment sections and stuff. And I finally was just like, oh, let me watch it. And I was like, oh, podcast. Yeah. Podcast episode right here.
Perfect.
And so here we are. And we're going to talk about this movie today.
Okay.
Bone Lake. All right. So this is a 2024 horror/thriller directed by Mercedes Bryce Morgan. So it is a women-directed film, which we love. It was written by Joshua Friedlander, and it premiered at Fantastic Fest in Austin, Texas in September of 2024.
I had not heard of this festival until our podcast. That's been brought up like a couple times now.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I clearly I need to keep my eye on this festival.
I mean, I don't even remember bringing it up in the podcast. So, like, I mean, I believe you, but like these things
it was
go
probably
in
my
one
episode
ear,
then.
Out the other.
Yeah.
You know how I am. It grossed 1.4 million at the box office at the end of 2025. I think it had a little bit of a box office release, then hit Netflix. And so it's kind of like slowly rolled out into the world, and people have picked up on it slowly. But that's all I got on background. It's just kind of one of those movies that happened that you just are like, yeah, there it is.
Cool.
And we're going to get into it.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Here we go.
I was not I wasn't expecting oh boy energy going into this one.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. Okay. So the film opens with a butt-naked couple running through the woods.
Okay.
Yes. They're not just out for a jog, by the way. They are terrified, running hand in hand, clearly running away from something. Some arrows whoosh by their heads, only just missing them. And the man looks at his girl and says, oh, fuck this. And he drops her hand and runs off on his own, leaving her behind.
That would be so crazy.
Why do you say that like it's happened to you? like you're literally, that would be crazy.
That would be the craziest thing. No, I just, of course, because of how this podcast works and how my brain works during the podcast. I'm like, would I do that? And I don't know when it comes to like adult to adult, I'm like, you are on your own.
Right.
But when it comes to like adult and child, or even adult and like, I'll do anything for my dog and my little siblings. Yep. But like everyone else, I feel like we're on the same playing field. Like, good luck, bro. Let's go. You leave me behind, I'll leave you behind, and we'll see each other on the other side if we both can do this. Okay. So I don't even hate him for this.
Okay.
But also, am I the villain?
Cassie's actually just the villain. It's fine. Yeah. So the girl takes off running after him when another arrow barely misses her before nailing the man in the back.
Okay. You know what?
Right? Like, is that kind of a little bit of karma coming through?
A little bit, I think.
A little bit. She trips and she lands stomach first on a branch sticking out of the ground. So it like fully just pierces through her stomach and through her back.
That's so crazy. My brain is very active today. I don't know why, but it's not usually like this. It's usually a little...
It's probably because we talked for 4 hours before this. Low key.
It's like racing now.
We are warmed up.
I wonder if that... I need like a Mythbusters episode on that, because that happens a lot to people, like a wood stick just going impaling. And I'm like, I feel like you have to fall from such a high height for that to impale you. But people just trip onto a stick in movies and like they're dead. And I'm like, is that really how it works? But
right. Two things. One, I thought I just heard a third voice in my ear.
Okay.
Like not the two of us. I heard something else.
Which this is the second time now.
Yeah.
When did it happen the other time? Last week?
I think it was like last week. I literally heard
that was weird.
Voice. That was uncomfortable.
We both did. Yeah. But this time I didn't.
That's so strange.
It's fine. Tiffany, keep it down.
Tiff? Oh my God, what if it was Tiff? Actually, guest starring Tiffany? Wait.
Yeah.
Love it.
Wait.
We're like cooking something up here. No. So,
oh my God, Patreon bonus content, Tiffany hosts.
I would love that so much. But yeah, though she falls on the branch, and I feel like it scared me in a way where I was like, ooh, that could happen. And like, even though a t-shirt is just a t-shirt, it felt like 10 times more vulnerable because she's naked. So it's just right to her skin.
Yep.
So it's like kind of rough. But the man, he was just pierced in the back with the arrow. So he tries to get up, but another arrow comes by and pierces him straight through the balls.
Oh my God, do you get a close-up of that?
It's a close macro close-up of his balls.
No peen, though?
No, just the balls.
The peen's safe, okay.
The peen is safe and out of view. Balls pierced by arrow.
Wow, that sucks. Oh my God, ugh. I'm like, do you know how they say, like, I'm just thinking about how painful that would be, because, like, obviously, like, getting kicked in the balls is, like, apparently torturous. So this is rough. I do feel bad.
Yes. So he obviously falls back to the ground, and we see a figure walk closer with a bow and arrow, and we just cut to black.
Okay, another bow and... You know what? We don't cover bow and arrow killers that much, but it's like one of those situations where it's like, if I had a penny for every time, I would have 2 pennies, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Exactly.
That's how I feel about a bow and arrow killer.
Every time I think of Hard Eyes, and I think of it fondly too. I think back so fondly on that episode. We all do, don't we?
Of course.
So we come back up pretty quickly on an extreme close-up of an eye. And as we pull back, we see that this dead couple has been posed to look like a very specific Renaissance painting.
Oh, cute.
A narration of sorts tells us about the painting. They're leaned against each other in the cold night air. And in that moment, they might as well have been the last 2 people on Earth. They trusted each other even more than they trusted themselves. And believe it or not, we're going to cut from all that craziness to a couple driving down the road.
Oh, yes. Actually, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've had this, so it feels comfortable.
It does feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So Sage sits in the driver's seat, and Diego is her passenger. So what do you think so far? Diego asks her. The narration of the painting we just heard was actually Diego reading some of his own writing to his girlfriend, Sage.
Mm-hmm.
Sage is honest. She thinks what he has is really great conceptually, but the writing feels a bit gratuitous. Diego seems a bit hurt by her feedback. What I'm hearing is I should stick with teaching community college and forget about being a novelist. Sage jumps in quickly, shutting that down. She supports him unconditionally. Diego gets it. It's just tough being a writer, you know? They smile at each other as Sage turns on the radio. The song Sex and Violence plays over the title card for Bone Lake.
It's I don't know how people who are writers and they are like just do that. And that is their only source of income and they haven't made it yet, but they're like just doing it, trying to get there. I'm like, I could never just stop everything and just go all in on writing.
Nope.
I'd be so scared. Like that's like so stressful.
It's so stressful, yes. And also like it's, you know, we kind of know a little bit about like self-motivation and when you're like,
just being self-employed.
It's that adds its own stress to it. So yeah, with writing, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So Diego and Sage pull up in front of a huge ass mansion. It is their Airbnb, and Sage can't believe they're staying here. They're on a road trip across the country because they're moving across the country. And we get a quick shot of Diego secretly taking a peek at the ring box that he packed. He's clearly got proposal plans. Yes.
Okay.
He puts the ring box back in the glove compartment and grabs his bag. Do you remember what you said to me the first night we slept together? Sage asks as they walk up the very ornate driveway to the front door. Diego asked for a refresher. They'd been talking about cancel culture. And Diego had made a comment about their generation destroying artistic expression by being too outraged by anything that doesn't fit their worldview. I low-key agree with him.
Me too.
Yep.
Yes.
But we'll breeze on past that. So why are we talking about this right now? Sage wants Diego to feel confident to take chances. He doesn't have to play it safe. He can piss people off. He can hurt their feelings. Just fuck them if they hate it, she says. Scanning the QR code on the door, they make their way inside. Sage is floored by how gorgeous this place is and is like, how the hell are we affording this? This is not the norm for them. They don't necessarily belong here.
Yeah.
But Diego just wanted to try something fun and different from the shitty hotels they've been staying in. And we also have the information that he wants to propose, so that probably has something to do with it.
Do you know, this was expensive, though? It's not like, how is this mansion so cheap? You know what I mean?
No, it was
They
pricey.
really did splurge, yeah.
Yes, okay. Diego splurged. We learned through their chatter that Sage is about to start a new job, and they are currently a one-income household because Sage has agreed to be the breadwinner while Diego works on his writing.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Sage asks a question that I, too, think about every time I stay in an Airbnb. Do you ever think a place like this has hidden cameras?
I look in hotel rooms.
Yeah. I don't think I will ever truly be comfortable in a Vrbo Airbnb. It's always in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
Always.
I've never stayed in actually I did stay in a proper Airbnb once in a cabin by a lake.
Oh, Cassie, what are you doing?
It was for oh my God, what a horror setting. It was for my friend's bachelorette party weekend.
Oh my,
so it was
what
just
a fucking horror setting. Oh my God.
But everything was totally normal and fine.
Oh my God.
I can't believe that actually didn't cross my mind at all when I was there, which is really weird.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't check. Maybe there were cameras. We'll never know.
Maybe there were. Were you in the movie? Is that what was happening?
Wait, is this fucking Play About Us?
Yes, it is. So sometime later, Sage is packing the fridge with groceries they picked up. And when she closes the door, she's jump scared by her now naked boyfriend standing behind it, just smiling at her. He's literally just big grin on his face. And she just laughs. She's like, oh, right now? And Diego looks a little disappointed. And he's like, oh, we don't have to. But Sage calls him back. No. You know I've been meaning to schedule a meeting with him as well. And she glances down on the word him. Okay,
now I'm out of it. I was really happy for them. No, I was really excited and happy for them, and then she did that, and now I'm like, okay, we can cut the scene here and just.
No, it's okay. You want to get back on?
On what, Caitlin?
Whoa. Whoa. No, you want to get back on their side?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll love the next couple lines here. So then Sage bends down and talks to Diego's crotch.
I smiled. I thought you were being serious.
No, I am. What?
I'm going to be on their side after she crouches down and speaks to his peen.
No, you're not. That I was kidding about.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm about to get back on their side. Like, here we go. No. It's going to get better. My smile fell so fast. I need to watch that back.
I wasn't looking at you because I was reading, but now I need to see it. So she goes, she's all up in there, and she's like, "Hello, sir. It's been so long. I missed you. Would you like a kiss?" And she gives him a kiss. Are you okay?
Is it over?
That part is over.
Wow.
Well, it's kind of. No, it's over. It's over-ish. So she looks back up at Diego and says she has a surprise for him. And then we cut to them.
Did she put her cooch in a dress and then they just are going to talk to each other?
Oh my God. No, I hope not.
Is what I'm waiting for.
Wow. Can you imagine? Like they take like some lipstick and they make faces down there. And they do the thing where you move it.
Did we bring the googly eyes? Oh
no.
They forgot the googly eyes. Otherwise they would have. Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Oh, shucks. That's too bad. But no. We just cut to them doing it on a bearskin rug in the living room.
And it's normal?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's like normal what they're doing. Like it's pretty,
good.
Normal. But Diego announces that he's going to finish and asks Sage if she is too. And like Sage clearly lies. And she's like, yeah. And then she fakes it along with him.
That's it. This is an interesting dynamic to set up before like they're supposed to be getting engaged because I feel like fakers shouldn't get engaged with each other.
Right. It's a good point. So as they lay there afterward, they hear a car pull up in the driveway and they quickly throw their clothes on. In the entryway, a couple that actually looks like they belong in a house like this walks in the front door with their suitcases admiring the house. Oh
no, barbarian!
It's barbarian!
Yeah.
They're admiring the house the way that Sage and Diego did. And they're a young influencer looking couple, like young and hip and rich. And their names are Will and Sin, short for cinnamon.
Oh, I kind of like it.
Yeah. CIN.
Okay.
So Diego and Sage walk up to them and are like, hello?
Yeah.
And Will goes, oh, sorry. Are you guys still cleaning?
Oh.
And there's just like an awkward silence for a moment before Sin turns to her boyfriend and asks if they're in the right place. The QR code did work on the door. Well, it seems we have a bit of a mix-up here. It has been double booked for the weekend. So
that's so crazy. What would you do?
What would I do?
Like, not like just take the creepiness and like horror movie out of it. What would you do?
It would depend on like if there was a hotel nearby.
Yeah.
Like, okay, your first thing, like call the owner.
Yeah.
And be like, what's up? And if that doesn't work, I'd be like, well, I don't know how you handle that. Like, because no one has the rights to the place.
Yeah.
You both booked it. Who gets it? Like, do we share it?
Rock, paper, scissors? I think I would actually bring that up. I'm not even joking. If neither of us are like willing, I think I'd be like, okay, well then rock, paper, scissors. I don't know.
Okay.
And then we should both get our money back for the hassle.
Okay. I'm just going to keep reading the plot now.
Oh, okay.
So
then they suggest rock, paper, scissors.
So Diego tries calling the host while Will and Sin check to see if there's somewhere else they can stay. This place is kind of in the middle of nowhere and there isn't another hotel for 50 miles because it's a movie. Sin complains about how hosts list on multiple sites and then shit like this happens and she's like upset about it. And the host didn't pick up for Diego, so Diego left a message, but for now we're kind of in a bit of a pickle. Will says they should rock, paper, scissors for the place.
No way! This is the right answer.
No, and it's funny that you think this way because everyone laughs, but he's serious. And then Diego's like,
I am serious.
Okay.
Oh
my God.
Okay.
You're literally
Will's
sitting
my
there.
Spirit animal.
It's you and Will. So
like Diego, what? Okay, well then what do you guys got? Like tell me. What is their plan then?
Right. Okay. So Diego is a little thrown, but he's like, "Oh, okay, sir. Like, sure." So he steps up to like rock paper scissors, and they're about to do it when Sin steps in, and she's like, "No, let's be more mature about this."
Okay, what do you want to do?
she turns to have a private word with Will. This place is huge. Why don't they just share it?
No. That would never be an option for me. I would never stay with strangers. Never.
Interesting.
Ever. So 100% for me.
Okay, noted. Yeah. So they're obviously going to get a refund anyway. So like, let's just take advantage of it. And Will protests, but he ultimately agrees it's kind of their best option right now. And even though it's not what they planned and is totally awkward, Diego and Sage agree to it as well. Or alternatives aren't great. Sin even says that if at any point we get uncomfortable, the men can do their little rock, paper, scissors game and one of them will leave. I think it's really funny that you brought it up before they did.
I think it's really obvious. I think it's funny that it's really obvious.
Yes, it's to me the best choice that we have.
Because there's no way I'm staying with you if neither of us are willing to go. Like that's how you solve problems. Like if neither of us is willing, well, then we got to play for it.
I mean, you're not wrong. Wrong.
There's just no other option because I'm not staying with strangers. Absolutely not. I would rather drive to 50 miles away.
Yeah.
I don't care that I'm about to propose. Like, okay, this is ruined. Like, we just have to go. I'm not going to propose with strangers in the house. No. 50
miles is not that bad.
Really. It's really not. Yeah.
It's not that bad. And it's also still daytime. So it's not like it's like middle of the night. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like, not bad. But it is settled for them. These two very different couples are going to share the Airbnb. Thus ensues a mini montage of the couples hanging out and actually having some fun together.
Okay.
Will and Diego agree on the fact that they thought Bone Lake was a euphemism, like a lake where people go to bone, and the girls are like, okay, yeah, good one. Well, of course, that's not really why it's called that. Will knows the story. He looked into it. Well, back in the 1950s, a wealthy family bought all the land around here, and they found dozens of human skeletons on the shore of the lake. No one really knows what happened, but one theory suggests it was the work of a serial killer who disposed of his bodies in the lake, and then a storm washed them up on the shore one day.
Oh.
Will is ominously telling us this story over a shot of Sage sitting on the edge of the dock, and we pan down beneath the water, and we can see a pile of cars sitting at the bottom of the lake, like old rusty cars.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Weird. It's kind of reminding me of Wrong Turn, like the junkyard of cars.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, but I did hear the story from somebody once. A little later, Will and Diego are working the grill. They're gutting some fish. It's kind of gross. Like they're very like in your face with like the fish gutting thing because it's a horror movie. And conversation gets kind of uncomfortable pretty quickly.
Oh, good.
Diego asks what brings Will here, and he's just like looking to spice things up. But then he says, I'm not sure how quick I can jump into the straight guy talk. Sage is cute as fuck. She's girl next door hot, which is the best kind. And that's what Diego does. He just sits, doesn't say anything. He just sits there. It's like, okay.
That's so weird.
Like
again, now we're leaving. Like that's just enough.
Right.
I just don't like being uncomfortable. Like I'm leaving.
Nope. Yeah. Valid. So Will continues. He knows how lucky he is with his girl, but frankly, she's too pretty. Let's face it. Everyone wants to fuck my girlfriend.
Like, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me because we're already not pretty enough, and then we become too pretty. Okay.
Right?
Okay, got it. That's great. Yep.
So Diego kind of lets out a bit of a sigh, and Will is like, I'm not saying you want to fuck her. Diego just stops what he's doing and assures Will that he and Sage are very happy together.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the girlies are sitting by the pool, sipping margs, scrolling through each other's Instagram pages and getting to know each other. Sage and Diego met in college, and Diego had been working as a community college professor for the past few years, but recently quit to work on his novel full time. Sin tells Sage that it's really sweet of her to support his dreams like that, given that she's supporting them both financially now. Cut to Diego opening the glove box in the car and sneaking a little peek at the engagement ring. He's suddenly jump scared by Will, just saying, hey. Just kind of shows up out of nowhere and is like, hey. Diego jumps and quickly holds the ring box behind his back. Will apologizes for scaring him and invites him to join him on his 5 to 10 mile run.
Well, no.
Wow.
What?
That sounds awful, Diego says.
Yeah. What the hell? Why would you think I would want to do that?
Yeah,
like,
no.
just any person. No one
Yeah.
wants to do that, you weirdo. Okay.
No, like, literally, like, you could invite me on a walk.
Yeah.
Inviting someone for a 5 to 10 mile run is, like, actually diabolical.
Crazy. And this is like a vacation.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? No, thank you.
Yeah.
So Will just takes off running, and Diego goes to put the ring box.
Pictured that really dramatically in my head for some reason. You start sprinting.
Because you're picturing the horror movie sprint.
Yeah.
The characters just start sprinting
but it
out of
didn't
nowhere.
match what was happening at all. And it made me giggle.
So Diego goes to put the ring box back in the glove compartment.
Mhm.
And just as he leans into the passenger side, he gets jump scared again by Will. And Diego jumps back. He's like, you gotta stop doing that. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Let's not. Will apologizes again, but he just felt he needed to tell him that he did see the ring box. And he's so sorry that he and Sin showing up like must have really messed with the romantic proposal weekend plans.
Well, yeah.
And Will tells Diego to just give him a heads up as to when he wants to propose, and he'll make sure he and Sin are out of the way. So, okay, day after tomorrow at sunset. That's when Diego plans to propose. Perfect. We got that.
Okay.
And Will asks to see the ring. So Diego shows it to him and is like, it was my grandmother's, he said, which is really sweet. Well, that night, the couples are just kind of hanging out in the kitchen, getting to know each other. Sin works in the fact that she works wealth management, and she actually thinks she might have a client that could help out Diego. A man named Edmund Kearns, who just so happens to be Diego's favorite author.
Oh.
Sin would love to ask Edmund to read some of Diego's work. So as the deal goes, Diego will give Will something of his to read, and if Will likes it, she'll pass the writing on to Edmund.
So why is Will the point of reference here?
Yeah, I don't know. Will's got to read it first, and then it goes through. Oh, wait, no, there is a whole thing. They talk about how she doesn't like fiction.
Oh, okay.
Will does,
okay, but she trusts Will's opinion.
Yes. Almost forgot about that. Yes. So Diego is obviously beyond grateful for this offer. It could be a huge break for him. Will makes a toast to new friendship. They all cheers, and then Will and Sin start, passionately kissing. And Sage is eyeing them before we make a quick cut. We make a quick cut to her in a bathtub.
Oh, what does she do?
She grabs a little portable shower head thing.
Oh,
and she starts to pleasure
She
herself
also does
with that. Yeah,
things in a bathtub.
Yeah, it's funny because I had this episode. It was gonna be after Saltburn, and then Saltburn happened, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna wait. We don't need 2 bathtub scenes back to back." I was like, "Ooh."
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Maybe
we know how to pick them.
We put a little buffer in between the bathtub.
That was probably a good decision.
Pleasure. Yeah. So yeah, she's in the tub, she's doing her thing. And meanwhile, Diego's just waking up from a nap, maybe, and he sleepily stumbles toward the bathroom looking for Sage. And he walks in on her, but Sage has her eyes closed and doesn't notice. So Diego quietly backs out of the room. And then he takes a beat before saying, "Hey, Sage," from around the corner. And she quickly stops what she's doing and answers back as Diego enters the bathroom.
Oh.
He just wanted to tell her that he forgot to plug in the car, so he's going to go out and do that now. "Unless you want me to join you in there," he says suggestively.
Okay. I was like, why is he acting like he can't,
yeah, right,
be involved? I was like, what's going on? But he got there. He's just being weird about it.
He's being weird about it, yes. But Sage is just like, I'm okay. So Diego awkwardly leaves to go plug in the car.
Okay, so she's not into him.
Right.
Faking it when they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking, dissociating and speaking to his penis as if it's separate from him.
Yeah.
And now she doesn't want him. She literally just turned him down.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the mood, but she's like, it's only for me.
Yep.
It's all stacked together. It's very much giving.
Right. It's not one thing. It's
yeah.
Exactly. Sometime later, Diego sits in a common area in the house reading over his work. He's looking for a piece of work to share with Will when Sin appears in front of him in a towel.
Oh.
Yeah. The first thing she asks is if Diego's alone, which is kind of weird and uncomfy. And he's
my
like,
answer to that is why?
Yeah, right?
Why
do you
need
care?
To know? Yeah.
And he says he is. Sage is working and Will is out jogging. And Sin is like, oh, well, do you think you could help me with something really quick? Diego's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Given that she's standing there soaking wet in a tiny little towel.
Yeah.
Mind you, very tiny. But Sin misplaced her glasses and she can't find them, you know, because she can't see. So she leads Diego up to her room where she plops herself down on the bed and asks Diego to go check the bathroom. He does, but he can't seem to find the glasses. So Sin is like, well, do you mind finding me something to wear so I'm not standing here in a towel? And Diego awkwardly laughs.
You can
like,
find
sure.
clothes without your glasses, girl. Oh my God. She's pissing me off.
Yes, she should be. So Diego has to come out of the bathroom to look in Sin's suitcase, but she is sure to stand right in the middle of the doorframe so that Diego has to like brush against her to get out. Sin directs him to her suitcase, and as soon as Diego opens it, he is met with lacy clothes and a sex toy, like right on the top. And he tries to just ignore it and asks Sin, like, what do you need? Well, a pair of panties, of course. She needs those first, so he grabs those for her. And then she asks for jeans and a top, which Diego hands over. She walks to the bathroom, but doesn't close the door before dropping her towel.
It's because she couldn't see it, Caitlin. She didn't even know there was a door there.
Door? What is that? Yeah. I can't see, so I don't know what a door is. Diego, like, sees it in the reflection of a mirror. He's, like, facing away, but he still sees it. Sin says she'll just look for her glasses later. They may be in the car, but she's grateful to Diego for trying. And Diego
They
leaves.
may be in the car. How did you get in here then if you can't see without them? Oh my God.
Supposedly, she, like, took out her contacts and then can't find her glasses.
She has a story. Yeah.
She has a story, yes. So Diego just leaves the room before Sin even finishes talking. He's got to get out of here. And a little later, Sin finds Sage sitting on the steps outside and brings out a drink for herself and Sage before taking a seat next to her. Where's Diego? Sin asks. Sage is like, oh, he's probably trying to find a writing sample to share with Will. He's been completely obsessing over it. Sin tells Sage that she's loved hanging out with her, but she just needs to make sure that they're cool. Sage is confused. Like, why wouldn't we be cool?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, Sin starts. The whole Diego seeing me in nothing but a towel. I just didn't want you to be mad at me.
Oh my God. I like don't know what the threat is here, but I would like for it to arrive for her.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with that feeling at this moment.
Yeah.
She's kind of pissing everyone off.
Yeah.
So Sin obviously knows, like, what she's doing here. She plays it like, oh, what? Diego didn't tell you? Nothing inappropriate happened, I swear. This whole conversation makes Sage so uncomfy. And she's just like, yeah, it's fine. But Sin keeps pushing. I would want to know, you know? Sage is like, what? What do you mean by that? Men are stupid, Sin says. And women always blame each other. But I want you to know I would never let anything inappropriate happen. And Sage is like, right, well, I trust Diego. Good, you should trust Diego, Sin says before getting up and leaving just as Diego walks outside. So Diego walks up behind Sage and sits on the step above her, wrapping her in his arms. She's pretty, Sage says. So is he, Diego replies. So are you. Sage laughs. That was really good, she says. They've got a bit of a weird vibe, she continues. Maybe, Diego says. And Sage is like, maybe? Really? Maybe? Diego seems concerned and asks Sage if maybe, like, do you think we should leave?
Yes.
Ultimately, that seems to be an overreaction to them. And also, Sin's offer to get Diego's writing read is a little too good to pass up right now.
Sure.
But they agree that if anything crazy happens, they'll leave. But for now, let's just try to embrace this experience. And
give me an email. I'll email you my draft.
Right.
I'm going to go stay at a hotel. Yeah.
Valid. Yeah. That is going to be the end of Act 1.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
I really like the vibe of this movie. I like being angry, I think.
I love being pissed
anger
off.
is just like not an emotion I naturally tap into. So when I get to release it over stupid stuff like fictional stuff, it just actually feels great.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what this movie was going to be like. I thought it was going to be
Yeah.
like one of those like really garbage, low budget Netflix
Yeah.
movies. And then I started it and I was like, ooh,
I'm in.
this one. Love it.
And I love a horror thriller.
Yes.
And we're very much in the
exactly.
thriller
Yep.
section right now.
Right. So I have 2 questions
Okay.
for you. And the first question is a deadly question.
Ooh.
And I already know your answer because you already told me.
100.
Do you choose to find another place to stay as opposed to sharing the Airbnb?
I actually can. I'm not even going 99. I'm going 100.
Really?
Unless there was like a crazy, like, I don't know, weather situation, like snowstorm or something. I'm so scared of like driving in really bad weather. But
Right.
that's not happening. So 100%, I am leaving. I cannot stay with strangers.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot do it.
Okay. Yeah, you're out.
I'm out.
So
Yeah.
like you survive right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
That's
this is the
it,
end
the
of the
end.
movie for me. Yeah.
I gave myself an 18.
Oh my.
I would let it happen. If
I
it
like
needed
can't
to.
let you go places alone. Actually,
No, you
I
probably
think.
shouldn't. Like, let's be real. Like, if we've learned anything about this, it's that
Yeah.
Cassie's going to survive and I'm not going to survive. Because I just be like, yeah, it's fine. Sure. I don't know if I was in that situation. It's a massive house. Like, if we had to share it, like, I wouldn't be excited about it. But if it was like,
Sure.
we don't really have an alternative. Well, all right, fine. Like, let's do it.
Yeah, no, I would be. I mean, I would be like, they could turn out to be psycho killers. So that's on my mind. But also, I just cannot. I'd wonder if I'd be different if I was like 18 and I was with friends and like other friends were there that showed up with their friend group. Maybe
Right.
in that situation. But I don't know. At my old stage of life, I'm just like, I don't give time to feeling uncomfortable.
Okay.
Like I don't, like I'm not going to do it. I'm going to remove myself from any situation that makes me uncomfortable if I can, because I'm tired.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I think I've gone the opposite way. Like me at 18
With
with like,
age.
no, we're getting out of here.
Oh, wait, that's probably why. Because I had more of like a, I don't know, I did stupid shit when I was 18.
I didn't. I
And
was
you
goody
were
two-shoes.
still, yeah, you were still goody two shoes. So now as you
Yep.
get older, you're like letting go. And as I get
Yep.
older, I'm like, get me to my 9:30 p.m.
Yes.
bedtime. Like I made my cheesecake dip. Karma has been taken out to go potty.
Exactly.
Like I'm just
Yeah.
tired. Oh,
So
that makes sense.
we kind of flipped on that, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then our second question, only 2 questions,
Yep.
is as Diego, do you tell Sage about the weird encounter with Sin in her towel?
Oh, also 100%.
100?
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever gotten like a
Like a
100%.
Flat 100. That is crazy.
But yeah, I didn't say anything, but I was thinking, I don't know how much time passed between, because it literally cut straight from that happening to Sin going and telling Sage.
It probably was like 20 minutes later.
Okay, because even then 100%, I would be like leaving the room and being like, my boyfriend, Corey, I need to tell you what just happened. This is crazy.
Yes. No, I mean, I gave myself a 95 because like I can't keep my mouth shut about anything.
Yeah.
Like I just be yapping. So I would need to tell somebody about
anything happening like interesting ever.
Yeah.
I like blow out of proportion and make it a story and I have to tell people. Yeah.
Well, like this is why when we start stream, we don't actually start the game until like at least 45 minutes into stream.
Yeah. This is why we yap on stream. This is why we have a podcast.
Yeah, like we don't shut up. Like it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So your average for Act 1 is 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine is 37. So
that has to be like the most dramatic split ever. That's so funny.
It's so like I didn't want to say this before we started, but I knew that this was going to be an episode where you were way higher than me.
Yeah.
Just because I'm so much more like, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's probably fine. That's okay.
Yes.
Oh, he has a gun? Oh, he's just carrying it around.
Oh,
that's
God.
fine. Yeah. I love that for us, though. That's amazing.
Yeah. I like how we balance each other out. It just makes for more interesting conversation as well.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. So Act 2, let's get into it.
Yes.
That night, Will and Sin are playing some chess in the living room when Sage and Diego walk in. And Sage has clearly had a few drinks. She's a little tipsy. And Sin and Will are like, hey, do you guys like games? Let's play a game or something. Sage is so down, but Diego is a bit more hesitant. He doesn't like games, but the group convinces him anyway.
Do you know anyone in your life that doesn't like games?
No, the only way I understand this is like when I was a kid, I always sat out from games because I was just like had severe anxiety. But like I wanted to play, but I was just too scared to. But like
That's
not
I was like that
liking
too.
games.
It's so funny. One of my sister Ruby just doesn't enjoy games. There's one every once in a while where she's like, I want to play this. Like, oh, what's that one game? Catan. She randomly likes Catan.
Oh, that's like a complex one.
Yeah. It's for the intellectuals.
Does she like movies?
She's more of she has her movies that she loves, but she's more of a TV girly.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's the only person I've met like that. So yeah, no, I know. Diego.
Yeah,
they'd really get along.
I don't know what she does for fun, but like they can
write psychological essays.
Oh, you know what? That works.
Yes.
I think they'll have fun.
Yeah.
They're like smarties and
exactly
over here drunk and being like, what game are we playing?
I love a game. So
my
much.
God, so fun.
I'll make a game out of anything.
Oh, same. Oh, I know you will, actually.
Yeah.
They all have drinks now. So like, let's get drunk. Let's play a game. Okay. So what game should we play?
Not spin the bottle.
Not spin the bottle, no. Will's gonna
not truth or dare.
No, unfortunately
not would you rather.
Not would you rather. No
Never have I ever.
No. No,
okay, I'll stop.
Will's idea is that they should break into the locked doors at the end of the first floor hallway. That's going to be their game.
What?
Yeah.
That's not a game, but let's do it. Okay. That's mischief that I'm down for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sin is like, that's not a game. That's a crime.
Well. I was going to say activity, but I guess.
Yeah. No, they decide that the rules are don't get caught. So they've made it a game. Like, let's just break into these 3 locked doors.
Okay.
So it is kind of weird because at the end of this hallway, there are 3 locked doors that are locked with like padlocks rather than just being like locked like a normal door.
That's hard to break because I could only break in if I knew I could leave it looking like I never touched it. And I feel like you're just going to need some like, you're going to have to like break that shit if you want to get in.
Luckily your soulmate over here, Will, he happens to know how to non-destructively crack these kinds of locks.
Why?
Yeah, he knows this. You use a hammer. They don't have a hammer, so they use like a meat tenderizer instead.
Oh, yeah.
And so which door are you going to choose in the situation? 1, 2, or 3?
They all look the exact same.
They're all the same doors, and it's like one on the right, one on the left, and one in the middle.
And they're part of a hallway. What is on the left side of the hallway and what's on the right side of the hallway?
There's not much.
It's just
we're just like down
hallway.
The end of the hallway. There's nothing really descript.
I'd go with 1.
Okay, Sin chooses 1.
Wow.
You guys are
really
on the same
on
page. You really are.
Me in this movie.
Yes. So Will starts tapping on the lock with the meat tenderizer, and Diego's like, that's not going to work. But Will, of course, proves him wrong.
Okay.
You tap the lock in the right way and the tumblers will just fall into place. And they do something really cool here with the camera where you're looking almost from like the point of view of the lock. And when Will taps it, the camera like tilts a little like on each tap.
That. That's cool.
It's very neat. I like the way they did that.
Yeah.
So the lock falls open and they all pile inside the first room. What do you think is in room number 1?
Okay. A brand new car.
Okay, we are now on The Price is Right. It's all a facade.
Okay. I imagine. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna get. There's stairs are an option. Like, are we getting basement territory here? If it's just a room, I think it's just gonna be a storage area, very cobwebby, old boxes storage. I think that's all.
Okay, it is a sex room.
Oh, that's weird. Because then are they all sex rooms? Like, why 3 locked doors?
Right.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. So
this is going to be great for these people right now.
Right. We have like these sex fits toys. There's a sex swing. It's very dark and moody. And the group cannot believe their eyes. They think it's hilarious, first of all, that there's like a whole sex room in here.
Sure.
But then Will and Sin like start touching everything. And both Sage and Diego are like, oh, ew.
Yeah.
Like, maybe
we don't know where it's been. And it's disrespectful to like the person. I don't know. I don't want to touch their stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Yeah.
But like Will and Sin are like, oh my God, you guys want to take one for later? Like, yeah, no. Diego's like particularly uncomfortable with this. He's like, no.
Yeah.
We need to get out of here.
Yeah.
But anyway, they leave the room and decide they're going to check room number 3 next.
Wait, did they end up taking anything, Will and Sin?
I don't think they did.
Good.
No, like it's not like an emphasis on anything.
Sure.
If they took anything. So they go into the room across the hall, room number 3. And in here, what do you think they're going to find in here?
It can't be another sex room. I'm really... Okay, I think it's going to be an art gallery. And but it's going to be like really disturbing images. Okay.
So that they find a Ouija board on the floor, surrounded by a ring of candles. Which is super cute. Like it's super cute. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, can you imagine? Oh my God, you like go into a locked room at an Airbnb and you find that? That would be so scary. Your
blanket scared the shit out of me because
you can't
the
do that.
Strings at the top, I think they just moved.
They probably did.
Like my eyes didn't see it happen, but like it was in my periphery, and then Ouija board talk, and then there's movement in the back. Okay, I'm back.
Dude, no, like I can tell when like you get scared because you stop, and I can see that you're not looking at me, you're looking behind me, and it's literally the scariest thing in my life.
Because I need to take a moment. I don't want to freak out. I have to like lock in and be like, did I really just see something before I freak this girl out? So you're leaving. You are leaving now, right? This has to be a question later. No, we're going to save it for later. Just keep going. I want to know what's behind the second one. Wait, what's their reaction? They're freaked out.
Yeah, we like just got in here. So Sage and Sin hate it.
Good.
They do not want to stay in here. But Diego actually, he's kind of intrigued because he finds a collection of newspaper articles plastered above the fireplace. So he starts reading them. The search continues for prominent Manhattan businessman Robert Price and wife Marilyn Price, who have been missing for almost 2 weeks. The couple and their children, who frequently vacation on Bone Lake, were scheduled to spend the long weekend at their secluded lakefront property. And yes, the pictures in the articles are of this house. And this couple looks very rich, but also fairly ordinary, but like wealthy. And the articles appear to be from about 15 years ago.
Okay, do you know what I would be thinking at this point?
What would you be thinking?
Let's say I'm Sage. I would think that Will and Sin are the fucked up owners of this house, and they're trying to pull a prank on me. And they like invite people and like set this up and think it's funny. Because that's crazy.
Yeah. Ew. Yeah. So Sin, Sage, and Diego are all completely creeped out, and they leave the room. Will seems disappointed because he seems to think it was a very cool place. Will's low-key me is what I wrote. So that answers your question.
You have to. It's like a video game, but IRL, you're like that. You're like, what if we miss something? Like, what's this over here?
Guys, we didn't check every corner. Yeah. What if there's a collectible back here? Well, what about door number 3 or the middle door? They call it door number 3, but the middle door. And Diego is like, yeah, no, we're done.
Oh,
like,
no.
That's enough. That's
What if there's like a person? Now we got, this has to be like there's a person in there, or it's the dead body door. Like one of those.
Right.
They better open it.
Well, they leave that door alone.
Oh my.
They leave it.
What? Why would they do that to me?
They hate you, apparently.
Yeah. I thought we were like on the same level. I thought we were on the same vibe, but I guess not.
Yeah, no. That night, Diego and Sage are getting ready for bed, and they can hear Will and Sin going at it like so loudly. They clearly do not care that there are other people in the house.
No, I bet they're being louder on purpose because there's other people in the house. They give that energy.
Right? Yeah, no, that's actually true. Diego's like, we could make some noise of our own. And Sage just sighs. Hey, why are you so against sex toys?
What? Okay. I actually wasn't sure which one said that because it's kind of crazy from both right now. But
yeah. No, Sage says this.
Okay.
And Diego's like surprised to hear her bringing this up again.
You
wrote a whole article about it, he says. Sage reminds him that she won an award for that article and makes a little bitter comment about how she won't be doing that anytime soon.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
And Diego gets defensive and says that she can continue to be a freelance journalist if she wants. He never asked her to take the editor's job. Sage is like, honestly, that's not even the point right now. It has nothing to do with your attitude on sex toys. Diego explains himself. It's their job to pleasure each other in the bedroom. And he doesn't think they should be using, quote, things to help with that.
That's crazy. That's weird. That's giving like, I can do it better. Like, let me show you what I could. Like, what? It doesn't matter if you both are having fun and feeling good. That's
exactly.
It's so odd to me. Like people. Anyways.
Yeah.
That's just a whole other conversation.
Cassie was just heated all of a sudden. She's like, whoa. Well, Sage is like, well, that's easy for you to say when you have a completely different anatomy from me. And so it's pretty awkward, right? But Diego decides to bring up that he saw Sage pleasuring herself in the tub earlier. And Sage is just like, okay. And Diego seems offended that she felt the need to do that.
I mean, the annoying thing here is like she's acting like everything's fine. It's definitely not. You're like, girl, you're not into him. Like, stop.
Right.
Like, like he's annoying about some stuff, but you are just like living a lie in this relationship. Like, you have to end it. Yeah.
So Sage is over the conversation. She just wants to go to sleep, and she says they can continue this conversation in the morning. Well, the next morning, Sage wakes up first and walks outside to find Will using the outdoor shower butt naked, and she gets a nice full frontal view of everything. And she quickly turns around and apologizes, but Will is completely unbothered.
Of course.
Sage is like, yeah, no, that's okay. I'm going to go back like inside. Sorry, my bad. Later that day, Will prepares a very elaborate brunch for everyone. Like, there is so much food. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
And everyone seems to be having a nice time when Will just says, fuck it. He stands up and proposes to Sin. Yeah.
This is the craziest movie I've ever heard in my life.
It really is, dude. It's so insane.
Like, this might be my favorite, like, story you've ever told me.
Really?
Starting, I don't, it could go downhill from here, but the feelings it's given me for this first hour.
Right.
Wow. Also, I do have to say, this is why I love this story, is I care this much that I have to bring this back up.
Sure.
Diego, you know what? Maybe he has a thing against the toys because that is literally all she wants. And she's like, she just doesn't want him. I immediately put him in this like type of man that I'm aware of, where they're like super like, I don't know, and like so ego driven, but I don't think he is. I think he just like doesn't feel wanted, and it's displaying in different ways.
Sure.
But wow, Will.
Yes. He proposes.
Where's the ring from? I need to know so many things.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. So not only is Diego clearly annoyed by Will proposing, but he notices the ring box.
No,
the ring.
Way. No, it's not. No,
it's Diego's grandmother's ring.
Oh,
yeah.
My God.
Yep.
This is the craziest shit I've ever heard. Like, Euphoria could never.
She's like, I don't care about the horror. Like, just give me the tea. Yes. Like, that's all I care about. Like, this is crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So Diego just quietly is like staring in complete disbelief as the situation unfolds.
I need you to tell me right now what you would do as Diego.
I would do what he does.
Okay.
Because it's an awkward situation because Sage is in the room.
I know
what I mean?
I guess it's interesting because, like, if I were going to be proposing or proposed to soon, I would need, like, to have already had the conversation of, like, okay, we're both ready to be married, right? Like, we both want this. Like, so it's not, clearly they've not had that conversation because clearly Sage is not ready. Like, she's going to say no. But he doesn't know that. So, like, I feel like if it was a good relationship and like if it was my relationship where we both know, I'd be like, hey, so that's my grandma's ring. What are you doing? Surprise, by the way, I was going to propose, but what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
That would be me. But in this situation, I get that it's planned as a surprise.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like a big one.
He even made a comment earlier about how like this ring isn't necessarily something that Sage would wear, but it's like family heirloom. So like he wanted to use it, which is also kind of interestingly selfish now that I think about it. But,
yeah. Okay.
But
so he's just freaking out inside.
Well, yes, until he stands up and he's like, Will, like, we need to talk right now. And Will's like, oh, like after the toast, like we can chat. But
oh my God.
Diego demands right now. And Sage is obviously unaware. So she's appalled at Diego's behavior. But Will finally agrees, like, okay, like, let's go outside and have a chat. Like, we'll be right back. Diego immediately unloads. What the fuck is wrong with you? He asks Will. Will's like, oh, I fucked up, all right? And Diego's like, what? That's an understatement. Will wants to explain himself, but Diego doesn't want an explanation. He wants Will to go tell Sin the truth right now and get the ring back. Will just continues to defend himself, saying he's not a bad guy. He just made a mistake. He's desperate. He doesn't want to lose Sin.
I cannot with these. I don't know if I can watch this movie because it'll piss me off. Because I like this is one of those situations. This is how I feel a lot of the time during crazy reality TV, where I'm like, oh my God, you're pissing me off so bad. I want to like put you in your place right now because I know what to say to you right now, and I'm gonna go off on you. And then the characters don't say what I want them to say. Like they just take it a little bit too much. And I'm like, no, you got to stand up.
Yeah, no, this scene is probably a scene that would piss you off more than anything in the world.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to let you just be like, oh, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. No, I'm not going to let you get away with that. You fucking weirdo. If you think this was just a mistake, you need to be medicated and like get lots of therapy. You would think. My blood is boiling.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
But Will's like, I'm just desperate. Like, I don't want to lose Sin. She supports me emotionally and financially, he pleads. Which, like, okay, I see what you did there with that statement.
Yeah. Very pointed.
And Diego says there is nothing that Will can say to him right now to justify what he's done. And he's leaving. Man, she's cheating on me, Will blurts out. And he's crying now.
What do you I don't give a fuck. Don't get married to someone who's cheating on you. I'll take the ring.
Give it back. Like, even more reason.
Oh my God. My like mean voice is coming out a bit. I get like really aggressive and like low baritone. And I can feel that coming out of me because I'm so
Let
upset.
it out. And as Will stands there and rambles on about how badly he just wants to be sure he keeps Sin, Diego's demeanor changes a little bit.
Oh no.
Will sits down on the steps and cries, and Diego pops a squat next to him and shares a personal story from early in his relationship with Sage.
Okay.
A few months into them dating, Sage slept with her ex.
Wow.
Yeah. He thought that would be the end of them, but over time, they got past it.
Okay.
Like, once a cheater, always a cheater.
No. Yeah, no.
Like,
no.
Like,
that's the end. Goodbye. Yeah.
But Will seems like really comforted by this information.
It can get better. Yeah.
It gets so much better.
Cheaters can... No, it can't.
No.
I couldn't even actually like go along with the bit. Like, no.
No, you were just pissed off by it immediately.
Yeah.
But Diego's like, we've had a great relationship and I didn't have to steal anybody's ring. And Will promises he'll get the ring back before the end of the weekend. He just needs a little time.
No.
Yeah.
I would say to him, well, I would say a lot of things to this man. But at this point, if this is the route we're going to go and he says that to me, no, you're going to go in there, you're going to take it and you're going to talk to her. Otherwise, I'm going to talk to her. And you don't want me to talk to her.
Right. The way you said that was crazy. You don't want me to, like, that was like the scariest,
like
meanest
crazy
Cassie.
eyes just came
It was
out.
like, whoa. So Diego goes back to being annoyed as he starts to walk back inside. And in a last-ditch effort, Will promises he'll get Sin to show Diego's writing to Edmund Kearns.
That's nice.
I promise I'll make it work.
Yeah.
Okay. And unfortunately, like given Diego's situation and desire to get his work published, this does work for him.
Yeah. Again, I would just be like, perfect. Here's my email. I'm going to take the ring. Have a nice day.
Have a great one. So they head back inside where the women are cleaning up after brunch. And of course, Sage is like, all right, like, is everything okay? And Will's like, yeah. I just had these like really specific plans for the proposal. And I told Diego to stop me if I went off script. And that's all it was. Like, no big excuse. Deal. It was a really good excuse.
Yeah.
Diego still looks wildly uncomfortable. Like he's fighting his own urge to just blurt out everything, but he stays quiet. Wow. And while he stands there mulling over everything that just happened, the rest of the group decides that they need to get some more food to stock up. There is a storm coming and like, let's just be careful. Oh. Well, of course. Good. Of course there's a storm coming. Classic. Yeah. So Will offers to go with Sage to the general store. It's a solid 30 minutes away, and Sage is on board. But Diego pushes back a little, saying like, "Oh, I'll tag along."
Yeah. Why would you do that?
It starts out as like, oh, Sage and Sin are gonna go, but then Will's like, oh no, Sin, like it's such a far drive, like let me do it. So like he's gonna go, and then Diego's just such a pushover that he's fine with staying back with Sin. You know, he wants to go along, but they're like, no, we got it. So he just like lets it happen. Yeah. Are you okay?
I'm not okay.
No,
I'm not okay. Everyone's pissing me off.
They should be.
Deep breath. It's okay. I actually just need to breathe and keep listening and get through this.
You can get through it. No, this is so, there's like been a couple episodes where I've been on that side where I'm like, no, this is fucking stupid. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, are you fucking
It's not even stupid though. It's so good. I love being angry. I love being angry, but I am getting to that point where I need to chill out a little.
It's understandable. So off Will and Sage head to the store.
Of course.
And Sage starts some small talk about the weather, but Will immediately pushes by that and asks Sage a personal question. Do you trust Diego? He asks.
Lie. You're in this situation, it's a stranger, you lie. If you don't.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree.
Yeah.
And she says, yeah, of course.
Okay.
But she doesn't say it super confidently.
Okay.
And she's like, why would you ask that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sin had told Will that something happened between her and Diego. Supposedly, Diego told Sin about Sage's affair early on in the relationship and that Sage, quote, owes him one, insinuating that if Sin were interested, she could be the one. Yeah. And Sage's Sage's jaw just falls open. She can't believe Diego would actually say something like that. She doesn't owe him one.
No.
And Will insists that Sin she just has a certain effect on men. And we cut away to Sin putting on her makeup and then walking into the sitting area where Diego is going over writing samples.
Right.
He says he needs to wait on Sage's opinion before he can commit to a specific piece. What I'm about to say may be hard to hear, Sin says, walking over to the couch and taking a seat next to Diego. She's very dolled up. She has like a tight, tiny, short dress on. It's very intentional. And she starts, during one of my first conversations with Sage, I mentioned that you must be a really talented writer, and she didn't say anything. This very mild and suggestive piece of information seems to be a major blow to Diego. He actually seems upset about this. Mm-hmm. So Sin continues on saying that Sage wants to believe in him, but he must know that she doesn't. Diego pushes back, but doesn't seem super sure of himself. He knows Sage believes in him. Right? Sin puts her hand on Diego's thigh and scoots closer. Do you want to know something your favorite author said to me once? Well, he's been married 40 years, but every time he writes something new, he finds a new muse. She asks him if he wants to create something extraordinary, and he says, of course, yeah. Mm-hmm. So you need someone who believes in you, she says. She offers to be his muse as she leans into him. Diego backs away. Why are you doing this? Mm-hmm. He asks as we cut back to Will and Sage.
That's a great question. I'm happy he's asking questions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's ask all the questions.
Yeah.
Will's going to ask a question now.
Okay.
Who were you thinking about in the bath? Diego told your mom. I think that would have been great if you just whipped that one out. Bang. So Diego had told him what had happened, and Diego's worried that he's not satisfying her. And Sage can't help but laugh. Why are you coming on to me? She asks.
Yeah.
Of course, Will gaslights her, saying that's not what's happening right now at all. A quick cut back to Sin and Diego. Sin is undressing and telling Diego to relax. Stop being so tense. We have plenty of time before they get back. Will apologizes for misreading the situation between him and Sage, but he doesn't think he really misread anything. He pulls the car to the side of the road. Are you afraid of what I might do, he asks, or of what you want to do? The cuts back and forth between the two locations.
I wish a man could talk to me like this so I could laugh in his face. I dares, please,
sir.
Someone, please talk to me this way so I can laugh at you and you can think about that every time you insert yourself in another woman.
Wow. Ooh, Jesus. Guys, it's getting frosty in here. Oh my God. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. Well, we're going to cut back and forth between these two things pretty rapidly.
Yeah, I like this back and forth.
Yeah. So Sin gives Diego permission to touch her while Will entices Sage with the thoughts of what they could do to each other right now. Sage bites her lip and Diego seems to give in slightly. We cut to black. Now we open back
I just hope that if they I wish they both would just not, but if one does, I hope the other does. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I agree. So we open back up on a dark room in the house where Will and Sin are going at it. A clock chimes for 11 o'clock and Sin whispers, "Shit, we gotta go. They'll be here soon." Enter the montage of the two of them cleaning the house, locking the padlocked doors at the end of the hall, and packing their own bags. They go to head out the front door, but see Diego and Sage have already arrived on their first day, so they sneak out the back. So yes, you were correct.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yep.
I'm so good. Wow.
You are just that good, girlie. You got him.
There is a symbiosis happening through me in this movie. And it angers me and also makes me very happy.
I'm glad.
Oh my God. Wow. I just don't know yet, though. I mean, this is listed horror. There has to be a death count. I don't get killer vibes from them yet.
Right.
But they must be.
Interesting.
Okay.
Could be not be. Who knows? Okay. So we cut quickly back to Sage and Will arriving back at the house in the rain. It's now pouring out while Diego just waits in the foyer. He stops Sage immediately and says he feels like they were gone for a really long time. Sage responds out of breath that she doesn't think they were gone long at all. Upstairs, Will and Sin start making out on a job well done, and Sage cries in her bed alone.
Oh.
Sometime later, Sin walks in and Sage is forward. "Did Diego come on to you?" she asks. "I don't think you should ask questions you don't want the answer to,"
oh my God.
Sin responds. Will and Diego chat down in the living room, and Will is like, "What did you and Sin do while we were gone?" Diego says they just had some small talk, but Will's like, that's strange. She hates small talk. It's all just super weird, right?
Yeah.
So Sage asks Sin if she'd want to know if Will did something he wasn't supposed to. "Would you want Diego to know if you did something you weren't supposed to?" she responds. Diego just wants to know when he's getting his ring back. Again, this is that very back and forth. Sage tells Sin about the time she cheated on Diego with her ex. Will asks Diego if he wants to play chess, but he doesn't want to play games. Sin offers Sage some Molly.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Why not? Let's forget about all of this for the night, she offers. Sage takes the Molly. And after some time, she and Sin get real giggly and they decide they want to go swimming in the rain. So they run through the living area where Diego and Will are. And Will wants some Molly too, but Sin's like, no, it's girls' night. It's ladies' night. You can't have any. And Diego's just standing there kind of dumbstruck as to what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
The girls keep giggling and run outside in the rain to the lake and they jump in. As they wait around, Sage's feet dance on the remains of the cars beneath the water in some kind of cool shots.
Okay, yeah.
Sage asks Sin what happened between her and Diego. Like, she really just wants to know what happened because nobody's been straight with her. But Sin just kisses her instead.
Oh.
Yeah, why not? So inside, Diego's getting really worried and insists on going out. What's the matter? Are you okay?
This movie is insane.
It's fucking crazy.
I'm actually a bit lightheaded and tired.
You look like you're crying.
I do have tears in my eyes. I'm overwhelmed by this movie.
That's okay.
Okay.
So Dio's really worried, and he's like, I need to go out and check on the girls.
Yeah.
And Will's like, no, like, leave them be. But Dio's like, no. So he runs out to the lake, and the girls are nowhere to be seen. So he continues to search the grounds. He runs into Sin and asks where Sage is. Somewhere out here, she responds. Sage has made it back inside and is using the blow dryer in the bathroom upstairs. Oh. Diego finds her there and tells her that they need to leave as soon as the storm passes. Sage cuts him off. Is there something that you need to tell me? She asks. Ugh. Diego promises that they can talk after she comes down from the molly. Sage says she just doesn't know who to trust right now. And then the lights go out. Diego, I need to tell you something, Sage says. But before she can continue, Will and Sin low-key jump scare them by walking into the bathroom.
Okay. That's fine.
Storm must have taken down the power lines, they say. But they've got the fireplace going now. They should all stick together. Diego wants to check the breaker box in case, maybe something just tripped. But Will insists that he'll take care of that. Diego should stay here and watch over the girls. Diego really wants to have a private word with Sage, so he asks Sin to step out for a second so the two of them can change. She's super reluctant because she doesn't want to be alone in the dark, but Diego kind of like forces her out into the hall.
Okay.
Once the door is closed, Diego turns to Sage and asks why she feels she can't trust him. Do you trust me? She responds. Sin and Will listen through the door from the hallway. Sin turns to Will and says that they've been a challenge, but it's so much more fun this way. Through the door, they hear Sage yell, "Fuck you. I know there's something going on between you and Sin. Did you fuck her or not?" Diego's pushing back. They're yelling at each other, and Will and Sin look so delighted by the chaos they've created. They are literally doing little dances around the hallway. God. And we can hear Sage yell that she never wants to see Diego ever again. And then the sound of a door slamming open and then shut. Diego rushes out into the hall where he runs into Sin and Will and is like, I need your help. Sage just ran off. Can you please go find her? She doesn't want to see me. This is your fault anyway. And Will and Sin are like, oh my God, of course. We'll go find her. Yeah. And that's the end of Act 2.
Okay.
You breathe. Take a couple deep breaths. You get a little breather moment before you get to really unleash your emotions on the questions.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I know you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
You look tired.
I'm really tired.
You're exhausted by this episode.
Make me tired.
Yes.
I'm still thinking about too, what's behind door number 2.
True. You can't just leave that there and not tell us what's there.
Because that would be crazy, right?
I would think so.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that comes back around. And I'm assuming it's got to just be, kill time. They're just going to kill them in the third act?
Maybe. Yeah.
And then they just do that? And then they're going to drive their car into the lake? Okay.
Oh, right, yeah.
Weirdos.
I do have 7 questions for you.
Okay.
In Act 2. This is our chunkiest act.
Yeah.
And I have 2 deadly questions. So we'll start out with some non-deadly. And it's, do you go into door number 3?
Yeah. At this point.
On that night specifically.
Yeah. And if there was, who did that? It had to have been Will, huh? Who got the padlocks open?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. So Will or someone being like, I know how to do it and not leave a trace. I'd be like, do it. I need to see what's in here. Yeah. So, okay. So then I would say that's low, right?
Going in is higher.
Going in is higher. Opening the door is higher. Oh. Yes. I would say probably in 91.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went 54. I would want to go in there, but would also be I wouldn't push that hard.
I want to see.
That's fair.
I want to snoop. And if I was the one who had to open it, I wouldn't. But if I could get someone else to,
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
so that if we get in trouble, I can be like, they opened it. No, I wouldn't be that person. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Did you secure your grandmother's ring as opposed to leaving it in the glove box in the car?
I thought that. I was like, glove box is kind of a crazy place to be keeping that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would at this point. I don't think I'd think anything of it, like the Will having seen where it is.
Right. You would not expect
would not
that.
think anyone would be crazy enough to fucking use it. But I'd want to keep it like at the bottom of my suitcase.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that I feel like that would be good enough and it's closer. So I'm going to go like 70.
70? Okay.
Yeah.
I went 87 just because like I would not want it to be far away in case like what if Sage opened the glove box? Like that would be my bigger concern.
Exactly.
So like that's why I went higher. It's not that I thought it was going to get stolen or anything, but like what if Sage finds it is more what I'm thinking. When Will steals the ring, do you leave? After that whole conversation and everything,
100.
Are you gone? 100.
100.
Okay. I put 46.
How?
Because of the writing deal. I think it's a little bit desperate. Also, like, it's just the way he talks. Like, it seems crazy. I think here's the thing. It's a mixture of the writing deal. Will is a bit persuasive. And the fact that if it was a surprise, I would want to keep the surprise. Even though, like, at this point, that should not matter anymore. Yeah. It would still, like, all those things would be weighing on me. So that's why I went 46, just below.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And next up are our two deadly questions. Can you resist sin?
100%.
Okay.
100%. You're fucking embarrassing. You're in a relationship. People who like cheat are embarrassing. I'm gonna laugh in your face too, so I can scar you for fucking life, you weirdo. So yeah, 100. Anyways, what did you? So what did you choose?
Imagine if I was like, okay, so 0. She's like really hot.
She's so, you don't get it though. When you see the movie, you'll get it. She's so hot.
You'll get it. No, I did go 97 though.
Yeah.
I'm much more likely to leave room, and I just was trying to be a little more okay. I mean, it's like it's easy for me to say 100, be like, I would never, but like I want to like try a little harder.
Because there's a huge manipulation aspect to it. Like I don't want to, I don't know, with these people are clearly like evil people, I think. That's what we're gearing up toward. So like there might be like a cockiness to me being like, I couldn't be manipulated at all by this evil person that clearly does this over and over and like they know what they're doing. Right. And maybe like they study their people, right? So it's easy for me to be like, I wouldn't be seduced that way. But the reason they're seducing in that way is because they know this person and they know how to get under their skin. That's so like true. Maybe they could tailor to something that would work on me somehow. But given this specific situation of how they're going about it, I would be, it's not going to get me.
So then the next question.
Okay.
Can you resist Will?
100%. Okay. Yeah. It works both ways. The answer for both is like the same reasoning where it's like, you guys are embarrassing. And
I did very different answers actually.
That's interesting.
Which is,
I wonder if that's another thing where I do need to watch this movie eventually. If I would change upon seeing the tactics.
I don't think you would. Okay. I do think Will is very, very obvious. And like he's like he is obnoxious. Sin is also annoying, but like you could fall for her a lot easier in terms of like she's very like sweet and kind of like naive, you know, like that kind of a vibe. I gave myself an 86 for Will. Okay. And the reason I went this route is because I kind of put myself in Sage's shoes a little bit where I know how unhappy she is in this relationship. And I think you're giving Diego a little more grace than I did. And like, cause like, I don't think he's a bad guy. I just really didn't like a lot of his attitudes towards certain things. And so like, I kind of felt for her here. Okay. And then I also just like took my sexuality into account as well, which you don't have to do.
You know, I didn't.
So that's, I just did that. So I went 97 Sin, 86 Will.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't have to say anything to that.
No, something you just said made me think of something and now it's not coming to me.
Sage's
Sage. Yeah. I just like, I don't. It's interesting. Like you saying that you are taking like her unhappiness in the relationship into account as far as giving into cheating.
Yeah, I'm not saying she should be allowed to cheat, by the way. That's not what I'm saying. It's just
it does cause more empathy though. So that's interesting because I'm like, I'm sticking at 100% because like if you're unhappy in your relationship, break up. Like that everybody knows this. But I guess like as an outsider looking in, that does give me more empathy for her. Because cheating can be more of a spectrum than people want to bring their eyes to. But yeah, so that's interesting that you say that. But I'll stick with what I've got.
Because like initially I wanted to like go 99.99. And then I was like, all right, let me just like...
I also might be just too angry right now to be level-headed.
I've done that. I've done that in your episodes. Believe me. Like, I know. Better watch out. I was like, no, fuck that. Like, I'm not dying. So you get it. Do you tell your partner about the weird interaction with the member of the other couple?
What?
Because neither of them have brought up
so
what
the
happened.
ring? Wait.
No.
Or like the cheating on each other?
Yeah. Do you tell...
I think at that point, like if I'd done it, I'd feel so guilty.
So I think the interesting thing is like we don't know
what Sage did.
What. We don't know
what
either
you're
of them
right.
did.
We actually don't know what either did completely.
We don't. So for me, what happened was I did 97, so that's 3, and 86, that's 14. And I just added those and then subtracted that from 100 to get 83%. Because if I didn't cheat, then I would absolutely 100% tell. But if I had fallen into that, like obviously there would be less likely. So it's a little hard to answer.
Because I could give this a 100 as well because I'm saying, no, I'm not cheating in this situation at all. Right. So I could give it 100. I don't know. I think I'm too angry and
that's fair.
I'm like, I think I have to give it 100 because of how I've been playing this the whole time. I think I do. But I actually am like so angry. My thoughts are they're hard to form.
Muddling your thoughts.
Yes. Because it's obviously if I didn't, I'm still in that mindset of being like telling my partner everything and being like, what the hell? We need to get out of here. I think they're trying to manipulate us. I think back with like the rooms we found, I was like, are they playing a prank on us? And I'd be communicative of that the entire time. Yeah. And there's a different conversation to be had if somehow they did get me to cheat. Yep. Then this would be different. But since I locked in on the hundreds, I'll just I'll stick with it.
And then our last question for Act 2 is, do you refuse to take the Molly?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
God damn.
At TwitchCon,
I look like a shit person, by the way, right now. Like, I look like a terrible fucking person.
And I look like a square. So, no, at TwitchCon, I literally had one drink, one mini drink, because I was around people who I'm meeting for the first time ever. And I am not comfortable having more than a 1 or 2 drinks. I think I can't remember if I had 1 or 2, but they were little ones. So it was basically, if I had 2, it was basically like one regular one.
Right.
I drink so little because I'm like, I don't want to get like super buzzed and drunk around people I just met. Like, I'm not comfortable doing that.
I'm just laughing because if we're using TwitchCon as our standard for this question,
so then you got super drunk at TwitchCon.
I sure did.
Does that translate to? You've never done Molly. Would you take a drug for the first time ever around people you don't know?
So I put 71 because I'm not like I don't want to do drugs, but I think I'm fairly susceptible to peer pressure these days.
Yeah.
And this again goes
Caitlin,
back to
you have to move to Wisconsin. You have to move in with me.
It's funny because this again goes back to like me being goody two shoes my whole life, and now I don't really care as much. So like I'm a lot more careless these days than I was when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I put 71. I would like resist, but if it was pushed upon, then I would.
You think they could get you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
So now you're going to have to like text me every time you go any place new, meet anyone new.
Okay.
And if they like offer you, like if any decision you have to make, you have to text me first.
Okay, I have to check in with mom.
Really quick. Exactly.
Guys, I have to go talk to mom really quick. I'll be right back. That's so funny.
My score is so funny.
What is it?
My second act score is a 96%.
That's fucking crazy. I mean, to be fair, mine's an 81, so it's like not super low, but 96 is insane.
Yeah.
For that many questions, and you're just like, nah.
So curious about Act 3.
You should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get into Act 3, and we're going to see how this all plays out.
Yeah.
So once Will and Sin have run out of the room after Diego just told them to go find Sage, she pops out from the spot she's been hiding in. Something fucked up is going on here, she says. No shit, Diego responds. Sage says that she didn't actually take the Molly. She didn't say it before because she didn't know if they were watching or listening or what.
Nice. Would you think to do that? That would be a good out for you as a people pleaser.
Absolutely
but now keep that in mind. You can pretend.
Yes, I can keep that one in mind. Yeah. That's true. I mean, okay, never mind. I'm just not going to go down that road. So they decide that they obviously need to leave. But, shit, where are Diego's keys? They were just here and now they're gone.
Yeah.
Sage stops the search to say something. Will and Sage both told me you tried to sleep with Sin and that I owe you one because of my ex. Diego is obviously like, whoa, that's not true. They're lying. She tried to, no, this part's actually kind of funny. It's because Diego's like, she tried to fuck me. I swear to God, it was so fucking weird. Like, he's like,
the way he
I don't know
delivers
why.
it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Sage is like, okay, well, why did you tell Will about me masturbating in the bath? And he goes like, no, I did not mention that. So Sage is like, cameras. We gotta look for cameras. So they go into the bathroom and it's unclear whether or not they actually find this camera because they like walk in front of it, but they don't, I can't tell if they see it, but they're like, there has to be cameras here.
Okay. Yeah. So we're becoming self-aware, which is good.
It's nice when it like finally is just like bang and we're here.
Yes.
So a light bulb goes off in Sage's head.
Yes.
And she leads Diego to door number 3 at the end of the hall.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure about this? Diego asks. We don't have another option, Sage says. They have our keys. So they use the meat tenderizer to break into the third door. It's actually quite easy to do the little tap, tap, tap in one. Inside, they find display cases, bookshelves, and a Polaroid of the two of them from their first night here. There are photos of other couples as well. And coming around to the multi-monitor computer setup, Diego finds that the house is covered in cameras.
Yeah.
A photo album of Will and Sin alerts Sage to the fact that this is their house. This is the first time they're coming to this conclusion.
Yes.
On the computer desktop are folders labeled with the names of couples. The folders contain videos of the couple's stays here, including like them having sex and all of that.
Yeah.
And in the folder with their name on it, Sage and Diego find videos along with information on them that Will and Sin must have researched before they got there. Like they even find Sage's article on sex toys. Like it's in there.
Wow.
They come to realize that Will and Sin have been trying to make them not trust each other. Diego wants to break the computer and then they got to get out of here. So he just starts like ripping it apart and smashing it. But then the door opens and in walk Will and Sin. Well done, Will says, giving them a nice slow clap. Sin also tells them not to worry about the drive. Everything's being recorded in the cloud. Like, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Not the cloud.
The cloud. Sage just gives them the most exasperated look. What are you doing? She asks. Will wants them to just think of it as a game, a way to prove their love to each other. He goes on, don't you feel like everywhere you go, everyone you meet is playing their own game by their own rules, and no one ever tells you what their rules are? There's a beat of silence. What? Sage asks, completely and utterly confused as to what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Diego wants to know how many times they've done this. 6, Sin responds. 7, including them.
Yeah.
Diego is fucking over it. He wants the keys back. They're going to be leaving now. But Will's like, if I give you your key back now, there are things about us and each other that you'll never get to know. Yeah, we're good, I think, Sage says.
I'm so sad I don't get to learn more about you.
Oh, man. Big sad energy. Yeah. But Sage is like, yeah, I think we're good. And Will's like, I know you are. But then Sin adds on, Diego, don't you want to know just a little more about Sage? Sage insists that they let them go, so Will's like, okay, fine. He tosses them the keys and lets them go. Diego asks for his ring, but Will's like, nah, if you leave now, no ring for you. I'll be back for it, he tells Will. Diego and Sage make their way to the car and realize that it was unplugged. They've got 6 miles of battery. Sage insists that they still need to leave. Even if they stop 6 miles from here, they just need to get away. But before they can pull away, there's a tap on the window, and it's Will. I fucked her, Diego, he says through the glass, in the back of my car. That's why we were gone so long. Diego turns back to Sage, but Sage says that, yes, Will tried, but nothing actually happened. Just drive.
Yeah.
Will's like, oh no, there's evidence, Diego. I have video evidence.
Like, why are we even listening? Why would just go?
I know.
Why are you listening? Who cares if he fucked her? Get out of here.
Right now, do we really care about that? Like, what? Like, that's not important right now.
Yeah.
Diego is legitimately torn.
Oh my God.
As the two are talking to him from either side. Will tells him that he and Sin won the game because Diego resisted Sin, but he fucked Sage, so he wins. There's a lot more back and forth before Diego screams at everyone to shut up. He wants to know why Sage didn't tell him about any of this. Whether she had sex with him or not, why didn't she mention it? And Will's continuing to pester from outside the car. And it seems like we're so close to Diego giving in to Will.
Wow.
But then he starts the car.
Good.
Fuck you and your game, he screams. You lose. They quickly back out of the driveway.
Okay.
But unfortunately, Sin is waiting and rams their car with their own car.
Yes.
And Will is very impressed by this. He's like, wow, good job, good job. So Sage and Diego are kind of out of it after the crash. Like, it really injured them. So Will and Sin tape them up with duct tape and bring them back inside.
Okay.
We get a very classic setup here. 2 victims tied up on the couch in the middle of the living room while Sin and Will are like standing in front of them. Kind of Strangers-esque a little bit. We couldn't possibly leave without getting their story. So, the way they see it, if they can destroy in one weekend what took them years to build, why should they even be together?
Okay, we'll break up. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you for making me realize we should break up, actually. So true. And we will be on our way. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Well, either you resist us and prove your love to each other and live, or you wind up at the bottom of the lake. No couple's ever won, and that includes Sage and Diego. All they've done is lie to each other the whole time they've been here. Kind of true.
Yeah.
They're not wrong there.
I was curious. I was like, have I misread their entire relationship because they've been manipulated the whole time? But no, they literally...
They've, like,
just shouldn't be together.
Start, yeah.
Yeah.
Sin is going to present Sage and Diego with her and Will's story. She opens up a photo album to a picture of a family. A mom, a dad, a daughter, and a son. She then walks back over to Will, and they pose together. Have you figured it out? Will asks. My name's Thomas, and this is Alice. He gestures over to Sin. Alice continues on. Our parents were Robert and Marilyn Price. Are you...
Did they...
I literally thought you disconnected for a second there. It's like, wait, did we disconnect again?
We've seen them make out and stuff, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
we have.
We've seen them fully have sex. Yep.
Okay.
So,
but this isn't demon energy, because wasn't the articles from so long ago?
15 years.
Oh, that was it. So it makes sense. They're just crazy
up.
Incest.
Yep.
Siblings.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So that's like a fun little piece of information that we get right now.
Really nice.
They explain that they've always had a special bond since they were little. A bond that went beyond just being siblings. When they were teens, their mom caught them in bed together and their dad beat them for it.
Okay.
Of course, they did what they had to do. Alice and Thomas killed their parents. We proved our love to the world, Alice says. If I switch back and forth between Sin, Alice, Thomas, and Will, just bear with me.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best. Sage is like, okay, like, your parents shouldn't have done that, but we're not them. We didn't do it.
Yes.
And Alice is like, yeah, but you are, because you're the kind of people who judge people like us when you should be judging your own relationship. Suddenly, Alice gets like really excited. This adrenaline is working her
It
up.
sounds like they're just displacing their guilt for being incest.
Yeah.
Like, why do you care what other people think?
Yeah, you don't have to care.
Like, just be together then. Like, just do
go
it.
over there.
Just go over there and be by yourselves, you fucking weirdos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So suddenly Alice gets like really excited. This adrenaline is working her up and she just needs Thomas right now. So they say they'll be back in 2 minutes as they disappear into the hallway.
All right. We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
We can get out of this.
So Diego's leg is pretty badly injured from the crash, but he tells Sage that she's got to make a run for it. They break the tape off of their hands using a technique that Diego saw on TikTok.
Okay. I forgot, like, we're in the world of TikTok in this movie.
Yes. They, like, raise their hands above their head and pull them down. And, like, if you do it hard enough, it, like, breaks the tape.
I have seen that. Not on TikTok. I feel like I've seen it referenced in, like, a movie or show or something.
That'd probably be better to find it there. I haven't seen that, but sure.
Mm-hmm.
So they do that. Alice and Thomas are actually just watching everything from their phone in the next room over. Like, they planned this, too.
Yeah.
So as they untie their ankles, Diego is like, see, they were wrong about us. We're perfect together.
That is his takeaway.
Yep. He's like, yep, we're perfect. See, look at us. We're escaping together.
Okay.
And Sage is just like, I've been faking it.
Yeah.
And Diego's like, what do you mean? When you quit your job, all the financial responsibility fell on me and we weren't equals anymore. And so every time we have sex, I've been faking it.
Oh, that's a crazy linear conclusion.
Yeah.
Like
she's been faking it all. Like, to jump to the sex part is kind of crazy. Like, she's been faking everything.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she just doesn't feel for him at all anymore.
I'm just surprised she's so self-aware about it. And she just, like, why? I don't understand why you didn't just break up with him or say that this was a problem.
Right.
But
exactly.
okay. It's crazy that he's not picked up on anything either, by the way. Like, hello. Can you not see that he has not noticed that she's been drifting?
Well, he's just like, oh, I thought that might have been happening.
Okay.
Maybe.
Nice. Yeah.
And this whole convo is happening while they're desperately trying to untie their ankles, by the way. So they finally get the tape off and go to make a run for it. But again, Diego's leg is messed up.
Yeah.
And Alice walks in the room. So Diego just yells for Sage to go, like, go get a knife, go get a weapon, and run. So she does. Diego limps to the fireplace to grab a fire poker as a weapon as Alice takes after Sage.
Mm-hmm.
The song Sex and Violence from the beginning of the movie plays again as we enter into a bit of a cat and mouse section of the movie that you're probably not surprised to hear about. So in the kitchen, Alice and Sage are fighting to get the knife block, but Alice ultimately gets there first and she's swinging the knife around trying to hit Sage, but Sage keeps fighting back. Sage grabs a glass and breaks it over Alice's face, like forcing a large piece of glass into her cheek.
Okay.
And she screams out in pain, and Thomas hears it, so he comes running. Sage takes off with glass shards completely covering her palm.
Oh my God.
But when Thomas gets to Alice, she just tells him to go kill that fucking bitch.
Yeah.
So Sage runs out the front door and into a shed where she finds an axe and she grabs it. Thomas runs after her while Alice checks the living room again for Diego. Where'd he go? Outside, Sage does come face to face with Thomas, and Thomas actually says he's going to give her a free shot. He'll count to 3, and Sage has those 3 seconds to bury the axe in his head. If she doesn't, he'll go find Diego and kill him and then come back for her. How much do you love him, Sage? Thomas asks. Would you kill for him? He counts to 3, and Sage doesn't move.
What?
Yeah. This is crazy to me. Crazy that she doesn't.
I really enjoy I really enjoy when movies like don't treat killing someone so flippantly. Like, it's a big deal to kill someone, like, mentally and physically.
Yeah.
But this is not one of those situations where I'm like, oh my gosh, she has to decide if she's ready to be a killer. Like, if this is gonna be this is straight defense.
Exactly. Like, there's
and it sucks, but like, I can't imagine any other instinct taking over.
No, you're right.
Or hesitation. Yeah.
I guess you don't really love him, Thomas says, but fine, he'll give her one more chance. He counts to 3 again, slower this time, goading her on the whole time. When he gets to 2.5, Sage swings, but Thomas like backs off. He like
Annoying.
Yup. But this excites him. He tells her to keep swinging. Come on, she's got that killer instinct inside of her. Thomas grabs the axe on her final swing. So she just knees him in the balls and makes her run for it.
Okay.
It always works, you know? Like, you gotta do it. Thomas throws the axe and narrowly misses Sage as she takes off. So he goes to the shed to grab a chainsaw instead.
Nice.
Yes. Inside, Alice continues to search for Diego. And they come face to face in the main foyer. Alice with a knife, Diego with a fire poker, and also a little shovel from the little station by the fireplace as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's got the little shovel and the fire poker. So he immediately throws the fire poker across the room at Alice and like misses. I'm just like, what are we doing?
Bro, you got range with that weapon. You have an advantage.
Like,
you want to keep that.
Why'd you chuck it? Like, he upset me.
Yeah.
So now it's like knife versus shovel, and they're swinging at each other, and Alice is able to knock Diego to the ground and stab him in the thigh. But then Diego sends his foot into Alice's face and knocks her out.
Okay.
Before then, like, crawling outside.
No. Kill her.
Right?
She's knocked out. Kill her.
She's knocked out.
She's going to come back and get you.
Like, he crawls outside, and she, like, wakes up right away. So she wakes up and decides to make her way outside too, carrying the shovel and the knife. She walks across the dock, calling for Diego. But little does she know that Diego is hiding beneath it. He sends the fire poker up through a gap in the boards and pierces her through her foot.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, she screams and she's like held in place from the fire poker because like, she just can't move.
Yeah.
So Diego leaves her there and runs off calling for Sage. But instead of Sage, he finds Thomas, who tells him that she isn't coming. He revs his chainsaw at Diego, who falls back on the ground. Diego begs for his life as Thomas holds the chainsaw above his head, mocking Diego's pleads. Suddenly, Sage comes out of nowhere and buries the axe in the back of Thomas's skull.
Nice.
Yes. Let's go, Sage. He falls. Oh my God, that's right. So then Thomas falls forward onto the running chainsaw, and his blood splatters all over Sage and Diego, and it's like super nasty because it's like blood and also like bits of skin and
grittiness. Yeah,
it's disgusting. So now we really gotta go. Like let's just get out of here. Yeah. But unfortunately, both cars are fucked. So let's try taking the boat. There's a boat here. Let's take that. As Sage helps Diego limp back to the boat, he tells her that he's coming to terms with the fact that he's not a good enough writer. He's going to go back to being a teacher and just do writing on the side. And Sage is literally like, okay, cool.
Oh.
She does. Great.
I'm just going to save those thoughts to the end because I have thoughts on them in general as a couple. So.
Oh, absolutely. That's so fair.
That's good to know.
So they get back to the dock and, oh no, Alice is gone.
Yeah.
They can't worry about it though. They just got to get on the boat and get out. So they do. But of course, Alice jumps on right as they pull away. And crazy boat fight sequence time. Alice is, going after Diego while Sage drives the boat. Alice has the knife. Diego has the axe. And they're swanging away each other. And they're fighting back and forth. And Diego manages to knock Alice off the boat. She grabs onto the boat, the back. But Diego chops at her fingers with the axe. And she falls back in the water again. Sage stops the boat.
Why?
Breathe. But yeah, like Alice is gonna get back on again. So she gets on the boat. Fucking die already! Diego screams, swinging the axe across Alice's face. And this is actually good. I don't know. I hope it was makeup as opposed to like CGI and stuff. But it cuts through her face, and like a big chunk of her like skin from her face is just like hanging there, and it's like all open on it. It looks actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, like, she's standing there and the blood's coming out of her face and she falls back off the boat one more time. And Diego tells Sage to reverse the boat. So she does. The engine / propeller / whatever. Yeah. It does a little rip, ripping Alice to shreds.
Nice.
And the water turns red around the boat.
Okay.
Sometime later, a traumatized Diego and Sage sit upon the boat in the lake shaking. They're literally just like shaking in I don't know what trauma, I guess.
Yeah.
And Diego looks down by his foot and sees the ring finger of Alice's body. It's just laying there on the boat, and he's like,
and
oh my God, look at that. And
he takes the finger and gets down on one knee.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. Uh-oh. So he takes the ring off and like then chucks the finger back into the lake.
Yeah.
And then he like just starts laughing and he just like shows this like the ring to Sage.
Yeah.
And Sage just puts her hands out and she's laughing and he puts the ring on her finger and they're laughing hysterically.
Oh my God.
Before suddenly stopping and returning to silence and just sitting there and staring out at the water. And then it's kind of fun because like this dramatic, like classical kind of music starts playing over the shot and then the credits just start playing over the two of them sitting there on the boat looking traumatized. And that's the end.
Oh my God. So we don't even know if they're going to decide to stay together and try to make it work or break up.
Yeah, it's left pretty open in terms of that, which I think most people would probably assume like it ain't gonna work between them. Although like they're crazy now, low-key. Like they're gonna be a little delusional.
They're gonna buy this house and they're gonna like continue the cycle.
Oh my God. Yeah, that would be great. Bone Lake 2 coming to you soon, hopefully.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was
Crazy
good.
movie. I'm glad you feel that way. I have 6 questions for you.
Okay.
In this final act. They're a little different than what we've been dealing with for the most part.
Okay.
Do you make a run for it as opposed to checking the secret room?
So at this point, they both have done things.
So
they've been alone with each other's people.
Yes, this is like right when they find out that there's cameras in the bathroom and then they're like, oh my God, let's go check door 3.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say, do I check it?
Do you make a run for it as opposed to
do I make a run for it? Yeah, I'll give myself a 99. I'll be a little lenient.
I went 98, so
yeah.
same boat there.
Yeah.
Do you ignore Will in the driveway and simply drive away?
100%. 100%. I don't give a fuck what you have to say.
Yeah, he's really just yapping.
Yeah.
I went 88 just because I think I'm a little more susceptible to like people getting in my head like that.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'll give that room.
Okay.
Do you successfully untie yourself when Alice and Thomas leave the room? Like you're duct taped at the wrists and the ankles.
I'm going to go like solid 50.
Okay.
Because I would try my hardest. But if I hit the right spot and angle and velocity or whatever the hell, it's going to work. And if I don't, it's not. So I have to go 50.
No, I agree with that because I almost feel like rope would be easier than duct tape. Like duct tape that's some strong shit. I gave myself an 18 because
wow.
I didn't know about the pull your hands down thing. I have not seen that on TikTok. I do not spend a lot of time on TikTok.
Yeah.
So
I know it's a thing, but I don't know exactly I don't know exactly how you're supposed to do it to make it work. Like
no, me neither. I kind of want to try, but then that could end poorly and I get stuck in the duct tape. So maybe I won't try that.
Caitlin, after just like agreeing that I make all your decisions, just calling me at like 3 a.m. being like, can I tie myself up with duct tape? Is that okay?
I'm currently in the process of tying myself. Like, is this okay?
That's okay.
Should I have checked with you on this? It's fine. Do you survive hand-to-hand combat against Alice and her knife?
Okay. I have the fire. We ain't throwing that fire poker.
No. Oh, so true.
But when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, I can't be like 100% on what I'm going to be able to pull off here.
I'm never close to 100%.
So I'm going to say because I hate them so much, I'm going to be generous with myself for this.
Please do.
And I'm going to give myself a 67.
Okay. All right. I went, actually, that's kind of funny because I went 33. So I went 1/3, you went 2/3, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to ask you a very similar question. Do you survive hand-to-hand combat against Thomas and his chainsaw?
So that freaks me out more. A chainsaw in general freaks me out more. A man in general freaks me out more.
Yep. There's a lot of stuff we don't like about this one.
I do think I have to go lower. I mean, I think as her, I could come up behind him. Like, he gets distracted.
Right.
If he's distracted, I can come up behind him and kill him.
Sure.
I'll go 46.
Okay. I also dropped, so I went to 17.
Yeah.
I just don't trust myself hand-to-hand.
Yep.
Ever. Except the last question that we have is, can you fight off Alice in the boat?
Okay. I'm actually gonna what, does she have a weapon? She has
I think,
something.
she has the knife.
The knife again?
She's still got that knife.
I'm gonna go up like 5% from before when I took her hand-to-hand on land. I feel like I have an advantage with the boat. So I'm going to go up 5% and give myself a 72.
I went 76.
Yeah.
Because it's 2v1.
Yeah.
At this point, too. Also, like, The way Sage is like driving the boat, she's like whipping it around. So like it's just everyone's flailing and stuff. Yeah, I just think it'd be easy because you in this situation, you just have to knock her off.
Exactly.
You know, so like, yeah, I'm with you. It's 76. And those are all equally weighted for Act 3.
Okay. Well, then my Act 3 comes out to 72.
Okay. Not bad. Mine was 55. Not crazy compared to our Act 1 anyway.
Yeah.
You look so pleased with yourself right now. What did you get?
It's a nice number. I am locking in my final score for this movie is an 85%.
Okay, a nice 85.
Yeah.
I'm a 61.
Okay.
Kind of checks out. Not surprised.
Yeah.
That brings our final score to a 73%.
Okay.
And I think that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of the movie, obviously you're dealing with some tough stuff. But early on, there's so much opportunity to be like, oh, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Right.
So I think being in the 70s does work absolutely for this film. I think I won't be surprised if our community combined score is higher than ours this week. Because that really I dragged us down here. You know what I mean? I think people are going to listen to your reasoning more than mine.
Maybe because it's easier as the listener to be like me.
Well, also true.
Also true. As the listener being like, oh, fuck these people. We got this. Right. You know, it's just always different when you're on the side that's hearing the story rather than seeing it. And yeah, maybe I could. No, you're right. I think it will be a higher average than 73. I'm still waiting for us to like match. I get excited when we match every once in a while.
We were 1% off on the last one.
Exactly. That's why it's on my mind. We came so close last week. But I don't think we'll be close this time because people I think I'm gonna rile people up and make them mad.
Sure are.
Because I was so passionate that I might get people thinking the same way on accident.
I hope you do. I really do.
Oh yeah. Wow.
So that's Bone Lake. That's a fun movie. I was excited to do this episode because I thought it was going to be fun.
Yeah.
Just based on the content. I was like, this will be a good conversation.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this week. Don't forget to check us out over on Instagram at I'd Survive Podcast. There you can find a link to our Patreon as well as to our Discord, where you too can fill out our interactive survivability worksheet and let us know. Would you survive?